Hello there! Hello there! Hoi hoi, that's me. It's that time again! It's wank time! Time for me! And it's time to break it down! I swear I just did a fucking breakdown last week. So we have finally seen our first gameplay trailer, I think. This is the first official gameplay trailer for Rubbers. So I'm going to be breaking down all of the things, all of the interesting things in the trailer, be showing the things that you might have missed the first time around. And remember, if I miss anything, be sure to tell me in the comment section below how blind I am and how much of an idiot I am. If you want to go talk about this, by the way, go to our website, www.playthegamecentral.com. Yes, that's the web address. Go to it. We have a forum. Go and talk your little socks off about zombies. Go on, off you go. Right, let's break it down. So the first opening shot, we see a lovely view of the house. I'm going to assume it's a non-playable area, but I think it might open at some point, maybe. But for the majority of the game, it's probably going to be a closed-off area. You know, I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Let's just assume you can't go in there, but it would be cool if you could. So at the very bottom of this shot, you can see a quick revive. So obviously this is the starting area, okay? That's no doubt about that. So this is a shot. I don't know where it is, okay? It's probably part of one of the maps, one of the 50 million maps. I'm not sure where that is. It could be buried. I'm not really 100% on buried or origins. Maybe one of those two. I don't know. It's somewhere off the top of my head. I don't know where the fuck it is. Next shot, we can see Naxter and Toten, and the text has changed. Now it says, knowledge itself is for the taking. Seems like something's been scribbled up there. We don't know what. Maybe someone's just spaffed on the wall and left a nice spaff line. In the background of the shot, we can see Juggernaut poking out off in the distance. Maybe they're static spawns. Maybe they're random spawns. We don't know yet. So the next shot we see is the Undercroft in the Eisendrache. So the Undercroft pops up a few times in the trailer, and there's something very specific that you'll see further on in this video, and we'll get to that when we see it. So this is completely new area. This is, I'm just going to call it the tower. The tower? I don't know. The tower of raspberries. The tower of raspberries. There we go. It's the tower of raspberries. And of course, that's not part of any map we've been on yet, but the Eisendrache Undercroft attaches right into it, if that makes sense. The blue bits you're all seeing at the bottom of the screen, that's part of the Undercroft. So it's a circular area with a door, obviously, to the tower, and in the middle, there's like this kind of shrine-looking thing, and obviously, that's going to have some importance and some interactability. At some point, it's very obvious that will be a thing. Next up, we see No Man's Land in Origins, and one of the SMGs, I can't quite remember the name of it, it's on the bottom left of the screen, you can see it down there. So that's Origins confirmed as well. Next up, we see the first shot of many of the Mob of the Dead parts of the map. The Mob of the Dead area seems absolutely massive. There seems to be quite a lot of it there, and that is not a bad thing. Mob of the Dead is awesome. I'm so glad they put so much of the map in that. And now we see the nice logo, the Revelations logo. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. We've got the church in the bottom left. So this is the starting area. This is the opposite area of the starting area, if that makes sense. If you look at the truck at the very bottom of the screen, notice that there is nothing on it. That will change later on in the video. We have a nice close-up of the very top of the tower. This thing spins around as a right session, spinning around like a Beyblade. Beyblade tower, maybe. I don't know. Maybe just Bay Tower. Something funky is going on in the circle-y area in front of the tower. Everything's on fire. Standard zombies procedure, isn't it? Zombies, fire, turmoil, sadness, death. Next up, we can see someone fighting on the temple steps of Shangri-La. So from what I can tell, the only area in Shangri-La you see is a bit of the tunnels and the starting area. I might be wrong about the tunnels, but there is a good section of the starting area in this map. Next up, I could be wrong about this, but I think that what we're looking into there is a bit of Verrückt. Could be wrong. Could very much be wrong. Now we can see another part of the starting area for Shangri-La. Obviously, you can see the RK5 in the background. Is that the RK5? I can't remember. I don't know any of the Black Ops guns anymore. But anyway, because the RK5's there, this is going to be an area you get to pretty early on in the game. So I think this shot is Verrückt. It could be Mob of the Dead. I can't quite tell. Might be Verrückt. It kind of looks like a big open shower room in the back. So that could be Verrückt. Again, very vague on this one. I really don't know about this one. Verrückt, there was none of this greenery area, but what we can see is obviously Speed Cola on the left-hand side. And in the next shot, that is definitely Verrückt, because that's all the scroll on the walls in Verrückt. And now we have more of Mob of the Dead. Nice. More Mob of the Dead shots. Lots of Mob of the Dead. And now we're back in the spawning area for the main part of the map. And very clearly, you can see that Nikolai is wielding a little Arnie. It's nice to see them coming back. Little Arnie was an awesome part of Shadows of Evil. There's Quick Revive in the top right, and in the left, you can see that truck with the one light on. Look at that truck, okay? Notice that there's nothing in the back. Wow, nothing obvious in the back anyway. Okay, now this is definitely Varrocked. I think that this might be I don't know. Is that part of Shangri-La? It looks like the tunnels in Shangri-La. Is that the Eisendrach? I don't know. I can't tell anymore. That is definitely Kino the Totem. Look, but they've changed it. It's all different. It's changed. It's changed. Look at the background. They're breaking the fourth wall. They're doing a play about themselves in the background. Do you know what that means? It's all a play. It's all a show. Nothing is real. This whole story is dumb. But yeah, actually, that depiction in the background is actually the same setup, almost exactly the same positions and poses as the giant rock sculpture thing in Shadows of Evil. Huh. Fought for food, yes. But yes, that's the Kino stage. Teleporter on the left. Machine gun on the middle. Can't really see machine gun there. The lights are still there, though. I don't know about that one. Upgraded Apothecon Servant confirmed. Apothecon Servant upgraded. So in the theater room of Kino, you can see the bullshit Shiva on the left and the Claymore on the right by the left. Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't. And now we see the Ultra Corruption Keepers, like the second stage of the Corruption Keepers. So, like, this is actually a Keeper, but it's, like, hyper-corrupted. So, in the next shot, we see the Corrupted Keeper, okay? So that's a Corrupted Keeper. We're going to go back to the previous shot, which is like a super Corrupted Keeper. Does that make sense? Huh? Does it? I don't know. Is the super corrupted keeper the Apothecon? Maybe. Is that what Apothecons are? Hyper corrupted keepers? I don't know. But anyway, there's obviously some correlation between these two. Maybe they're brothers. Maybe they just really like touching each other. Next up, we see the Magua. The Maguas are back. Nice. I actually really like the Maguas from Shadows. That's pretty cool. Glad they're coming back. Nice Apothecon theme map again. Nice. The Rocket Shield has come back. I don't really like the Rocket Shield. It's a bit pants. You know, it's not great, but, you know, at least we got a shield. That's all right. The Swagnarok DG4 is confirmed to be back. There we go. Tricky Ricky's holding the Swagnarok, and we get a better close of the shrine just in front of the tower. I don't really know what it does yet. It looks like that mouth opens up. See that mouth there? Maybe it opens up. Yum, 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 yum. Maybe you put something in it. Give it a nice burger. A cheeky cheese sandwich. Okay, so we're looking back into the Eisendrach's crypt now. And on the left, you see this board thingy. Let's just assume that this is some kind of quest indication. Now, I don't really know what each of these symbols mean, obviously, or what they represent, but obviously, it's something to do with the core gameplay of the map. But I'm not going to give you bullshit speculation on what it could or could not be, because there's no point. It's probably a fucking banana dispenser for all we know. Who knows anymore? And finally, we see an epic, glorious shot of this tower of raspberries, and it's directly, well, semi-directly underneath the giant blue sun element 115 thing. If it's blue, we just assume it's element 115 now. You know, it could be water, it could be ice. I don't know what this is. Maybe that's raspberry, and maybe that's blueberry, and maybe together they make the tastiest of ice-cold drinks. I could do with one now because it's slightly warm in here. Okay, so that's it. That's everything done. That's the last breakdown. That is literally, wow, that's just sunk in. That's the last Treyarch Zombies breakdown I'm ever going to do. Thank God! Woo! Oh, yes! Guys, of course, go and check out our forums, www.playthegamecentral.com. Come and talk about the new map shit in there. What you think is going to happen. What you think has already happened. Haha, psych! Hoi hoi! Hoi 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 hoi! You thought it was all over! Oh no! You don't get away that quickly. Easily. Quickly. Oh no! There's still one more frame that I forgot to record that I'm putting on the end of this video. Oh yes. Just let it sink in. Just give it a moment. I'll break it down in a second. Just give it a few seconds. Just have a look. What's going on? Hey? Okay, so the Apothecon Space Whales are fucking massive, okay? So we got the strawberry flavouring on the left and the blueberry on the right, okay? So now that we've got the important things out of the way, you can see a Pack-a-Punch on the truck. So what this thing does, it flies about, throws up, and drops a Pack-a-Punch. I'm just going to assume that's what happens. It looks like that does that. I don't know where that church is from. Maybe Transit? Oh, fuck that. Down is the Shiva on the bottom left. I said the Shiva was in a different place in Kino. That's the HVK in Kino de Toten. Fuck! Kino de Toten. Not Shino de Shiva. Wait, what the fuck?